Welcome to the Cabaret at the Kit Kat Club, a sinister and visionary new revival of the classic Broadway musical, direct from London's West End. It stars Oscar and Tony winner Eddie Redmayne as the MC, and Perry Mason and Glow star Gayle Rankin as Sally Bowles. We had a chance to chat.
I do feel like a horse at the gate. I feel like a horse at the gate. I'm kind of on fire. I think it's going to be a really important journey about me getting to know myself as a performer and as an artist. It's such a huge undertaking, and I think what a gift, you know. Kind of the tagline has become the female Hamlet of musical theatre, which I'm like, I'll be going to throw up now. I feel really excited, really scared, which I think is an amazing thing. I feel more alive than I've ever felt. The first time Eddie called me actually was after I got the part. He's a producer on the show and extremely involved and is deeply humble and so deeply committed to this project. We got to talk about how there is an umbilical cord between those two characters, and this production really explores that. He's wonderful, and we've spent some time together, and we just were texting today about how real this is all getting. Not to get too poetic, but I feel like I've been preparing to play Sally for a decade. Some part of her has kind of lived inside of me. The kind of tender, ambitious, frightening and frightened artist of Sally is kind of been a real quiet burn, you know, that I wasn't even really able to identify. Cabaret's always been there, you know. To play a performer is and one of the most iconic performers of all time in the kind of canon, certainly of musical theatre. It's a really meta experience, and that's a dance, you know. And Sally as a character, and there's deep, deep mystery there, and it's quite a private process. When it came across my proverbial desk, you know, from my bed, on my laptop, I was like, should I audition for Cabaret? And my agents were like, yeah, it's a leading lady moment, and that's an honor. To be seen in that light is humbling and moving, and, you know, lights a fire under my. I really wanted it. I think I've always wanted it, and it's a vulnerable thing to admit.